We descended into the heart of the loom, where the threads of memory grew denser, thickening like mist around our ankles. The corridor opened into a vast chamber that defied scale, or perhaps it simply refused to obey human perception. The ceiling disappeared into shadow. The floor stretched beyond sight, threaded with countless luminous filaments that hummed with consciousness. "This is it?" the boy whispered, voice small against the vast resonance of the loom. "Yes," the woman said, voice steady but tinged with awe. "The source waits beneath everything. It's older than the first architects, older than the dreaming itself. And it reacts only to those who remember truly, who can hold themselves in the clarity of all they've forgotten." I stepped forward and the threads pulsed beneath my feet, synchronizing with the rhythm of my heartbeat. It felt as if the loom itself had recognized me, not by name, not by history, but by essence. Every memory I had forgotten, every choice I had made and unmade, reverberated through the lattice. I was both part of it and separate, present and absent. The chamber shifted as we approached the center. Space itself seemed to bend, drawing us toward a point that wasn't a point, a presence, a weight of being vibrating without form. The air thickened with the scent of static memory, the metallic tang of creation, and the faint sweetness of old grief. And then I saw it. Not a being, not a figure, not a body. Something older than dreaming, older than consciousness as we knew it. A pulsating truth, a void of recognition that demanded awareness. It radiated presence like a sun radiates light, not warmth, but inevitability. The boy stumbled backward, knees hitting the glassy floor. It's looking at me." His voice trembled, though there was no face, no eyes, no mouth to look with. "It's not seeing you like you think," I said. "It's seeing through you, into you. Every thread you've touched, every thought you've ever whispered, every fear you've tried to forget. It's not hostile, but it's immense, and it tests you." The source pulsed, a vibration in the very air, a resonance that pressed against my chest and hollowed my bones. I staggered, heart racing, mind straining to hold on. Memories I had never lived surfaced, hands I had never held, songs I had never sung, cities that had never existed. All of them screamed their presence into me. "I remember," the boy whispered, voice barely audible. "I see it. I see everything I've lost." "Yes," I said, as I felt my own memories peel back, layer by layer, until the truth of my existence lay bare. "So do I said. "That is why it calls to us. Because we were threads of the dreaming before we even knew it. Architects, builders, dreamers, we are part of the loom, but also its keepers." The woman placed her hand on my arm, grounding me. "Not all can endure this," she said. "Some fracture under the weight of remembering. Some dissolve into the dreaming entirely. Hold steady. Guide the boy. Guide yourself. The source will not harm those who can face it." I focused, breathing slowly, letting the weight settle into rhythm. I let the memories flow through me. The grief, the hope, the longing, the joy, and then I let them return to the threads. The loom accepted them, folding them into the lattice with gentle precision. And then the presence pulsed again, a deep, resonant note that seemed to echo from everywhere and nowhere at once. I realized it was not a threat. It was recognition, invitation. "You were part of it," she said softly, awe threading her voice. "Before the pods, before the dreaming, before the architects sealed it away. You built this." I whispered, voice trembling. But I forgot. The source shifted, a subtle, almost imperceptible movement, yet the air vibrated as if the chamber itself exhaled. It pressed against me, pulling at the core of my being, and I felt the full weight of my own origin, the first dream I had ever helped weave, the first mind I had ever anchored, the first hope I had ever nurtured in the void. The boy reached for me and I grasped his hand. Through the touch I felt the loom pulse more strongly, more coherently. Threads rearranged themselves around him, solidifying, grounding him. The source had acknowledged him as well. "You are both part of this," the woman said. And the dreaming will change because of you. I nodded, staring into the presence that defied sight. Then I will walk it, I said, not as a dreamer, not as an architect, but as a bridge, between memory and reality, between what was lost and what can be. The source pulsed once more, a soundless bell of resonance that rippled through the chamber. Not a warning, not a judgment, an opening, and with that I stepped forward, into the knowing, into the weightless memory, into the beginning of the true awakening.